I wake up and go get that cake. I ain't the type to relax. What are you trying to tell me, Terry? What are you trying to tell me?
Just being 100% transparent with you, I don't know how to feel about this. Terry McLaurin to me was never a person that posted things on social media. But given the fact that Washington and Terry McLaurin are still far apart in a contract extension, Terry McLaurin took to social media today at 5 a.m. and posted a quote that could mean something or could mean nothing. Is he sending shots at the Washington Commanders for still not paying him, or are we finally over this contract extension, meaning Terry McLaurin got his bag? Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries?
Stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she fly for him, and shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's love again now. She's confident.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video. And in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video, but we're going to be discussing Terry McLaurin's potential cryptic message that he posted on his Instagram story earlier this morning. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Also subscribe to Fourth and One, as the first video is out on that channel and it's going crazy right now, and I think you guys are going to love it. So please check that out, link down below in the description. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you in this video. I really personally don't know how to feel about what Terry McLaurin just posted on his social media. Could we be over analyzing it? 9 times out of 10, that's typically what us fans do, but it's not no fault of our own. We're emotionally invested into this team. I'm not on the beat, but I follow the team just as close as people that are on the beat. And the difference between me and people that actually cover this team for a living is they don't have no emotional attachment to the team. I'm a fan, but I cover this team every single day. So I have a different kind of love. We share, you watching this video, we share a different kind of love for these players in this team. So when you see Terry McLaurin, take his Commanders photo down in terms of his profile picture, and posting something on Instagram story that may not typically show the typical antics of Terry McLaurin, it definitely raised for some potential concern or questions of what's going on. Are we going to know what's going on? No. Do we know what's going on? Not at all. But it leaves room for guys like myself and other content creators to make these videos to try to figure out and put the clues together. Terry McLaurin has never shown to be a guy that comes to social media for anything in terms of being a diva, deleting his social media posts, calling out teammates, etc. He's never been like that. And if I can remember during his first contract extension, he did nothing. He did none of this on social media. He definitely missed OTAs and stuff like that due to, and that's obvious. You don't want to get hurt, but deleting your profile picture, let's be real. I'm not gonna act like I know Terry McLaurin and say that this is just something that has to do with a contract extension. But how likely is it that this could be somewhat of a message that he's trying to, send to the Commanders or whatever? And truthfully be told, if that's the case, what Terry McLaurin is doing, I am 100% on board with it not being him. I think he's heavily persuaded by his representation, because that's what they do. That's the move that they get from the team to bite. Now, what exactly did Terry McLaurin post on his social media today early in the morning at 5 a.m.? What are we doing posting at 5 a.m.? That's not Terry McLaurin like at all. So to be posting at 5 a.m., he said this quote here. Now, I'm sure it's from a song. I don't know exactly what song it is. But on Terry McLaurin's Instagram at 5 a.m., he says, I wake up and go get the cake. I ain't the type to relax. Once again, I wake up and go get that cake. I ain't the type to relax. And his profile picture is no longer in the Commanders jersey. It's him as a kid. What does this mean? It could mean two things. It could mean on one hand, he got paid and he got that cake, you know, or it could be him still saying, man, I ain't fooling around with the Commanders right now. I'm still gonna stand my ground. I ain't relaxing off nothing. I'm not taking no bargain deal or whatever may have you, whatever the situation may be. I'm still ready to get my cake. I ain't relaxing until I get my cake. That's what I'm saying. It may be nothing. It could be nothing at all. But for the people that's going to watch this video and people that's going to cover this story, it leaves room for content and leaves room for us to just wonder what's going on. We're not going to know. We don't know what the difference may be. We hear from guys like Adam Schefter that tells you that they're far apart. But then you got James Palmer last night saying that Dan Quinn's been in contact with them the whole entire offseason.
Let's remember this, though. Dan Quinn has stayed in constant contact with Terry McLaurin throughout this offseason.
Terry McLaurin does not want to reset the market. However, he does want to get paid more than the 7 guys that got paid this offseason. You know, T. Higgins is making $28 million a year. I'm sure a lot of people would take Terry McLaurin over T. Higgins. You know, $30 million for Amon-Ra, $30 million for $32 million, I think it's for DK Metcalf. So he obviously wants to be in that range, which gave me a sense of comfort that we're closer to potentially a deal than originally thought, because going into this whole process, I felt like Terry McLaurin was right in that realm of 32 to 35 max. But once we heard reports that he could want 36, 37, that's when I started to be like, I don't know about that. But according to James Palmer last night, Terry McLaurin knows, you know, his range, and he doesn't seem to want to reset the market. So again, it's July 10th. We're about 5 days away from me flipping out about the Terry McLaurin contract extension if it doesn't get done. Because I'm not worried. Like, honestly, I'm making this video to ask you all, how do you feel about it? How would you perceive it? Because I told you I don't know how to feel about it, because it can mean a lot of things. I hate when things aren't directly, you know, told to me, or like, you know, like, tell me what it is. Don't leave me wondering and hanging. And that's simply what this message is, and that's probably the point of this message. Or again, it could be Terry McLaurin on vacation, just posting stuff on social media, but that's not him. He doesn't just do that. That's the thing that I think a lot of people have to understand when they come across this video that they're watching currently. It'd be different if Terry McLaurin was a huge social media person, right? Like, if you have a huge platform and you're always on social media, you're always posting like how some players are, it's different. This could mean nothing. But Terry McLaurin doesn't do this. He rarely posts on social media. So you telling me he just changes his profile picture to him as a kid and not a Washington player or Washington uniform just because? Randomly? You telling me at 5 a.m. he randomly posts something about getting some cake? I saw the comment section on Twitter. They're talking about maybe he's talking about some, you know what? And I'm like, nah, bro. He's not talking about that. And then someone else was like, maybe he's referring to his favorite ice cream, you know, butter pecan or something like that, you know. And I'm like, bro, let's be for real. He's talking about money, bro. Cake. That's another thing that people refers to money as. So it's like, it's very interesting. Is this something to cause panic? Definitely not. I'm still not panicking. My deadline, like I said, is July 15th. So they got about roughly 4 days before I start kirking. You know what I'm saying? And really, really wondering what's going on with this whole situation and why is it not done? Because at the end of the day, whether you believe Terry McLaurin is top 5, top 10, worth 35 million, 40 million, whatever, come September 9th, he better be out there. He needs to be out there. Because if he's not, the Washington Commanders are in a world of trouble without 17. So let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comments section. Terry McLaurin posting something a little cryptic potentially. Could it mean something? Could it mean nothing? Could we be over analyzing the whole thing. It'll be very interesting to see what you guys say down below in the comment section, because we all love Terry McLaurin. We all want Terry McLaurin back here in the burgundy and gold. And take this with you before you go. If this is a little bit of a positivity for you, Dan Quinn has been in contact with Terry McLaurin this whole entire offseason. So if they were truly that far apart, and knowing Dan Quinn does not have to do it, because he even said it, it's a legal battle between Adam Peters and the general manager and front office in Terry McLaurin's representation. It doesn't have nothing to do with Terry. It doesn't have nothing to do with Dan Quinn, because Dan Quinn's just the head coach. So Dan Quinn doesn't have to go out his way to speak to Terry McLaurin at all, especially with him missing mandatory OTAs and missing minicamp and not being in phase 2, you know, and leaving after phase 2 or 3 or whatever. Like, Dan Quinn does not have to do that, but he's still checking on him. He's still in constant conversation, and I'm sure those conversations are talked about, you know, Terry McLaurin being a part of us long term. And if things weren't really going good, I don't think Dan Quinn would continue to be in contact with him all offseason long. And mind you, we just connected the dots. Terry McLaurin and Magic Johnson both seem to be in Italy at the same time. And Magic Johnson has a share of ownership in this organization. And he loves Terry McLaurin. You truly think, and Terry McLaurin looks at Magic Johnson as a mentor, you truly think they aren't having conversations about Terry McLaurin being here long term? Come on, man. So again, I'm not panicking until July 15th. Right now, I'm still cool as a cucumber, because I still expect this deal to get done. But we did have to cover this today in terms of Terry McLaurin posting something on social media. Could mean something, could mean nothing. We could be overanalyzing it. But let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comment section. As always, me and your boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. On the road to 11,000 subscribers. That'd be greatly appreciated if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. You have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Never gave a damn. Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a laundry.